Well, hello and welcome to the Miracle on Kansas Avenue broadcast from the Big 94.5 Country and 580 WIBW AM. I'm Jim Daniels, joined by Mr. Sean Wheat from 580, and looking forward to a fantastic parade this evening. Couldn't ask for a better night.
You really couldn't. I mean, I actually hung my Christmas lights today because it was so nice. I was thinking, got to get out there, got to get it done, and today was the perfect day. So Dave Relihan did a good job forecasting this weather for today, that's for sure.
And brought out a great crowd here, lined up along Kansas Avenue. The parade has actually been underway for about 20-25 minutes or so, but where we are located near the intersection of 10th and Kansas, still about a block or so away before it's going to come into view for you as you watch it on the stream.
That's right, and thank you so much for tuning in here on WIBWNewsNow.com and also the Big 94, that's 94country.com, and tell all your friends. Make sure you send out a tweet or get on Facebook and say, hey, if you couldn't make the parade, get online right now and watch it on WIBWNewsNow.com. The more the merrier, because it's all about the merry spirit and the merry Christmas and happy holidays of this wonderful parade as we start to see now our first entries move into the area.
Well, I believe our first one rolling up here ought to be the Grand Marshal of the parade, and that is a gentleman by the name of Kerry Livgren. A lot of people will know who he is that have grown up in this area or listened to the band Kansas, because that's right. His claim to fame. Kerry Livgren, Dust in the Wind, Point of No Return, a guy who's responsible for writing or co-writing many of those songs, the Grand Marshal of the Miracle on Kansas Avenue parade in downtown Topeka tonight.
Of course, it is led and started off this evening, that is, by the Marine Corps Color Guard. Thank you very much to those men and women who serve for us and keep our freedoms free here in America. As we, of course, more Marines, and I think the spouses of those Marines are with us as well. So Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much as they pass by. The Boy Scouts of America holding the American flag as they came through as well. Thank you so much to our Boy Scouts. I was a Boy Scout once. I didn't make it very far. I made it first class, but I would definitely recommend, if you've got a child out there, make them a Cub Scout, a WIBW, and a Boy Scout. It's a great organization, sets some great goals and standards for everybody out there. Jim just waving. This is the great
I'm
thing.
waving. I got my parade wave going, man.
Are they going to throw us candy if we wave?
Yes, and there is Mr. Kerry Livgren right there. Glad to have him as a resident here in the Topeka area. Very proud.
Just entered the
part of our
Hall
community.
of Fame. The Kansas Hall of Fame, too, here. So glad to see them.
We've got an old-style police car here, and that is containing Mayor Larry Woolgas, the distinguished guest.
And
oh, my goodness, Santa Claus already
decked out and has his robot right behind him. I'm wondering, though, is that a good robot or a bad robot?
I would imagine it's a good robot if it's with Santa Claus. He's going by too fast. I was going to try and throw a paper airplane out there and get my Christmas list to him, but I guess I'll just have to go ahead and send it in the mail. There's the Topeka High School Drum Corps Marching Band.
That's right. One of the best drum corps I've heard from a lot of people out there. So they're just marching on by. That's right. There's the cadence. You hear it? Oh, yeah. Sounding good, of course. Can't go wrong with a good marching band. Right behind that, the Topeka Fire Department with one of their classics. Look at that, a beauty indeed. Still running hot on this Christmas, Miracle on Christmas, or Kansas Avenue Parade. That's a 1927 American La France is what it says on the sign there. And then, of course, you've got the modern day firefighting machines. Don't know which truck that is. Usually they have a number on them. But thank you very much. The Aerial 5 is the name of that one. Thank you very much to the Topeka Fire Department. Of course, the men and women of the fire department were out fighting a fire on Thanksgiving Day. Thank you so much to them for giving up their holiday to help protect our city.
And following up the Topeka Fire Department, we have an inflatable Grinch coming up behind that. I guess that's true. You're right that the Grinch should always be coming right after Santa Claus.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Do you know any good Christmas songs? What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Oh my goodness, don't put me on the spot like that, because also I'll start singing and you don't want that to happen.
We don't, we really don't. And then look at that. Of course, we've got a clown in their own little, I don't know, what is it, a buggy? Would you call that a buggy?
It's an Arab shrine clown.
All right. and the Shriners
little
are with
motorcycle.
us.
Yes.
I love how they do the little circles in all the parades. They have a little show. Well, here is the Berkeley's Battle. Pray for Burke is the hashtag there if you're on Twitter. And if you're on Twitter right now, make sure you give us a follow, 94 Country, or at WIBW News. Great organization there, so make sure you use the hashtag, help them out, and support their organization.
Well, that's a young lady from this area that is in quite a battle right now. So that's just a family out there showing support for them. Certainly appreciate it. Got the roar of some motorcycles rolling up on us now.
You can't go wrong. Have you ever seen when they do those motorcycle parades in a sense? And it's not necessarily a parade, but you just get those motorcycle parades that come down. The rolling thunder, we call it. I believe that's the American Legion Riders. And indeed it is the American Legion Riders. They do a lot of stuff, I know, for Toys for Tots, especially this time of year.
Love the way that bike is all bedazzled out. It's got the silver and the lights flashing on it. And coming up right behind that,
the
here
Patriot Guard.
Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade. Yes, Patriot Guard, fantastic work that they do around the community.
Post 400 here in Topeka. Thank you very much to the Patriot Guard for all that they do. Hey, thank you. Good, if you're viewing us here on WIBWNewsNow.com or 94country.com, thank you so much. Now, if you are unable to watch the whole parade tonight, you can, of course, come back later. We're going to post the video of this parade on our website in the same location and enter a chance to win a trip to Chicago.
Well, I was just going to mention that for those that are down here along the parade route, they can stop by the trailer and get signed up for that, but you can also do the same thing online at 94country.com or at WIBWNewsNow.com. Yes, flights to Chicago getting set to take off from Forbes Field beginning early next year.
Can't go wrong with that.
And what you can do is sign up to win this trip, and then you can pretty much use it any time throughout the year that you would like to.
Kansas First News coming up now with their Hummer. That's their weather Hummer, all decked out in lights, of course. Kansas First News.
There's Mr. Matt Miller. You can
That's
see
right.
him doing the forecast.
All right. Thank you so much to Kansas First News for their service. And then our friendly station, Country Legends 1069, which many may not know, but we share a living space with them. That's off of Huntoon Hill.
We got Frosty the Snowman getting set to come into view for you here shortly on the Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade.
And they are with the Nutcracker, the Topeka holiday tradition since 1977 with the Topeka Performing Arts Center.
And they are just getting set to do yet another season of that at Topeka Performing Arts Center. It's going to be running December 6th through the 8th. Great family fun to go check out that production. Always do a fine job each and every year. And following up the Nutcracker.
Not exactly. It's Tark. Tark is next up. Thank you very much to Tark. And don't forget about the Winter Wonderland going on right now at Shawnee Lake. Help support Tark and just go check it out. And you can win a ring as well. Details on 94country.com.
Yeah, that ring is from Diamonds by Design. And yes, just a little sample of what you can see if you make the drive through Lake Shawnee for the Winter Wonderland display.
Oh, you gotta love the sound of an air horn from a big old semi as they roll down Kansas Avenue. My dad a trucker, so I heard it all through my life. They're doing it right. They got their blankets and I see a bag of tater chips too.
Well, the gingerbread man light as well.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, everybody who's also out here. And, you know, it's a great thing about having a good day like this to watch a parade because then you get more people out here spectating. And this parade is actually very long. You see it all, even over there on Quincy, too. So that's why it took a little while to get to us. They're a friendly group of folks from WIBW TV. They share the call letters. We're glad to share a great partnership as you are on the air with them every morning. Of course, for news headlines, you can always go to our website, WIBWNewsNow.com, where we also have text alerts. So if there is ever a breaking news situation, severe weather, or contested events, make sure you go to WIBWNewsNow.com and sign up for our text alerts, where every day this week, or every week this month, that is, we're going to be giving you a chance to win $100 just by signing up for our text alerts on WIBWNewsNow.com. Absolutely free texting service, so if a severe thunderstorm warning or watch is issued, you'll get it right there on your cell phone.
Lots of people having fun marching along in the parade, brought along their four-legged friends.
The Helping Hands Humane Society. That's right. Don't forget, I would definitely recommend a pet for a holiday gift, but make sure you're ready for one. That's the main thing.
A lot of times what they say is, go out and get the dog bowl or the cat bowl, whatever you may be choosing to get, and wait until after the holidays are over to actually bring the pet
That's
home.
right. Go and pick out one as a family. Find a one that's going to be conducive for if you have small children. I've learned this over the years thanks to the Humane Society. Yeah, make sure that you've got a good partnership, because you want your child to be partnered with the right dog, especially if you're getting one for the holidays. So that's a great idea. Get the bowl. I never thought about that. Well, I don't know if we have a presidential entry here in the Miracle on Kansas Avenue parade, but it's the Arab Temple parade car.
It's a sweet-looking ride right there.
Indeed, I want to take a ride in that limo. And it's got the American flags right there in the front, too, so you'd think somebody presidential was with us.
Here comes yet another Frosty the Snowman up the street. We'll be coming into view for you here shortly.
Frosty the Snowman. I won't sing either. I want people to listen. Not tune us off. Turn us off because of my singing. Plus, if they listen to Newsday Now, they got enough of it this past couple of days, that's for sure. These folks are with the Phoenix Assembly number 80 International Order of the Rainbow for Girls out of Topeka, Kansas. Right behind that, an old military Jeep. You can't go wrong with the military. Thank you. This is coming from Rolling Thunder.
It's adorned with candy canes. I like the little decorations on the front there.
And right behind that, more from the Rolling Thunder. Again, you got the classic vehicles, military vehicles, including a medical vehicle with the Rolling Thunder. And I believe a gentleman dressed up as Santa Claus driving that one. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you. Oh, I thought that was a cannon too. Pretty interesting. You saw many of these vehicles during the Veterans Day Parade, the first ever here in Topeka. Not only it was about a couple weeks back, that was a huge success. Glad to see that becoming a tradition of the Topeka landscape. Also, don't forget, if you need some Christmas music, we've got the Winter Wonderland Christmas Music channel on 94country.com. So if you just need a whole bunch of Christmas music right now, you can get it streaming live, again, on 94country.com. And a whole bunch of other contests, too. Contest, events, everything that we do is on 94country.com and WIBWNewsNow.com. Make sure you check it out. I love how they get these Christmas lights and those Christmas presents, and they really deck out these really cool vehicles. And right behind that, troop transport. I call it a troop transport. I don't know the official term for it, though. But it's a big old vehicle that carries people. Would you call it a troop transport?
It's a troop transport tonight.
And some of our servicemen and women and veterans riding in that troop transport. Thank you for all that. These are the Vietnam Vets of America, Chapter 604 in Topeka. Now, Governor Brownback just recently issued a proclamation, which was not done, but that proclamation stating that just welcoming home after the Vietnam War. Again, with the Rolling Thunder there. Again, thank you very much for tuning in to our live stream here of the Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade, put on by Downtown Topeka Inc. And thank you very much again to United Airlines for making this possible for us today. Again, sign up for that free trip to Chicago, your chance to win right now here on 94country.com and WIBWnewsnow.com. You can't win if you don't enter. One of our four-legged friends. You really can't go wrong with a good pooch. I had a Cocker Spaniel way back in the day. Loved that dog. And yes, these folks with Helping Hands Humane Society, as they don on their shirts there. Find you a lovable friend for Christmas. And thank you very much to the volunteers with Helping Hands Humane Society. As you see their big mobile adoption unit coming down Kansas
Right
Avenue.
there is Bill Akery. He's the head guy over there at Helping Hands Humane Society. Does a wonderful job. Their mobile adoptions vehicle here.
If you want to adopt a dog or an animal, call 785-233-7325. Ask them about their adoption specials.
Or check out their brand new location, or fairly new location there. Off of 21st Street in Bell. Fantastic.
The Girl Scouts Troop 17095. There we go. Lovely to see these ladies out this evening.
I was kind of hoping they'd be throwing cookies along the parade route.
Oh, that would have been the best thing to throw out. And then the Cub Scouts packed 59 right behind them. Maybe, and then I remember with Boy Scouts, it was always the popcorn sales at Christmas time. Love the Boy Scout popcorn. Don't forget about the WIBW Bridal Fair, the 94 Country Bridal Fair coming up next month. Well, we're not in December yet. Tomorrow will be December, but coming up in January. Details on our website, 94country.com. Some classic cars for you now.
It's always one of the great things about parades. A lot of times people keep these cars in their garage all year long and only break them out, for special occasions. We get to see those on a night like this.
Next up, you've got the Downtown Farmers Market. I wonder if they're throwing out carrots and celery. Nope, candy. But that's okay.
Every Saturday, rain or shine, Downtown Farmers Market.
Melissa Bruner from WIBW TV. Oh, they gotta get a tweet. That's a great thing about these guys. They are really always. Great thing about them, they're really good tweeters if you haven't had a chance to follow them. Santa Claus yet again.
Now we have the Highland Park Baseball Association sliding on by. They've got Santa Claus as a special guest with them tonight.
Hey, swing! Oh, and now we're rocking out. Santa comes in on a tractor every single year for these guys. Santa Claus is coming. Support your farmers.
That would be the tractors, and Santa Claus is coming playing through their sound system there.
And just remember that your Thanksgiving meal and also your Christmas meal, don't forget to thank a farmer because they made that possible, make that possible for you each and every year.
Look at that sweet ride. Wonderful yellow truck there.
The Smith Brothers Transmissions next up with a big, is that a stock car? Is that what they call those?
That's what that would be.
And Santa Claus driving a stock car for Christmas this year and his reindeer from the Smith Brothers Transmission right in front of him.
That's a big toy for a big boy. Factory Direct Appliance now making appearance in the Miracle on Kansas Avenue parade.
Hey, look, somebody actually got some candy up in our booth. I got some Smarties. I guess somebody's trying to tell me something. Sean Wheat from WIBWnewsnow.com, and of course Jim Daniels from the Walker Daniels Morning Show on 94 Country. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade. And of course, how are you going to get around this holiday season? Don't forget about the holiday shuttle with the Topeka Metro. You can go to topekametro.org for details about their holiday shuttle, where you can basically park in one spot and go anywhere you need to for shopping, thanks to the Topeka Metro.
Up and down Wanamaker, yeah.
Right, up and down Wanamaker, the Wanamaker corridor. Sir. Oh, we got another Santa Claus right behind. The Swatter brothers are towing, Swatter's towing out of Topeka. Towing Santa Claus this year. And Mrs. Claus, too, making an appearance.
Got another fire truck on the way here.
I believe this is from one of our townships. That's right, this is the Soldier Township Fire Department, serving our rural communities. Thank you very much, the Soldier Township Fire Department. And a lot of those rural communities, many people may not know this, but those rural communities aren't staffed by paid firefighters, but by a lot of volunteers like Soldier Township. So thank you very
as
much.
it says on the side of their truck, neighbors helping neighbors.
Indeed.
Now, gotta love this. Check this out on
yeah.
the screen. Some hot air ballooners out on display today. Obviously, they couldn't get the balloons down Kansas Avenue, but hey, they can go ahead and fire up a.
Oh, beautiful.
Feel that.
And you can feel the heat from right here. Thank you so much to those guys for keeping us warm.
Of course, you can see them every year out of Lake Shawnee for the Huff and Puff Rally that takes place in September.
Whoa, look at that. It's a show in itself. You can smell the fuel, too.
Is 94.5. God bless you and Merry Christmas.
Thank you
May
so much.
prosper and have a Happy New Year.
Not
All
sure
right.
which
Merry
church they're
Christmas.
with.
God bless
That's
you.
from the Redemption Center Church.
God bless you all.
Redemption Center Church there. And then this is the Gleaner Outreach Ministries right behind that. The Redemption Center Church as well.
Merry Christmas!
Again, don't forget, if you are not able to join us and you're not able to watch the full stream, make sure you check out the video, as we're going to be posting the full video of this on our website, WIBWNewsNow.com and 94country.com a little bit later. And thank you again to United Airlines for making this possible. Sign up for that trip, for a trip to Chicago. You can have a chance to win. And then don't forget about our text alerts. Texting you breaking news coverage, contests, also severe weather alerts, traffic alerts, all that on WIBWNewsNow.com and also 94country.com. So whenever there is an issue or something going on, you'll be the first to know with our text alerts. And then on top of that, this entire month, every week, we're going to be drawing one of our text alert friends to get $100 extra Christmas cash this year. You can't go wrong with extra money, that's for sure. The Northeast Kansas Search and Rescue Association next up on the list. Great organization. Helping out in search and rescue needs with their dogs. You got the Bloodhound. I mean, not a better dog out there to help out with search and rescue. Thank you so much to them. Maybe they can search out the candy that we're missing out on. Thank you very much to our photography friends, too, for helping us out today. Smile, right behind us here on Kansas Avenue at Kansas and 10th. You can't miss it, just south of the north of the subway. If you need some professional pictures, make sure you get them done here at Smile. FedEx right behind them. Thank you very much to our FedEx friends delivering those packages for you this season.
About ready to get really crazy for those people.
I know. And don't forget about the soldiers overseas. I believe they have an organization associated with FedEx where you can send a package, a care package to a soldier overseas this year.
We've got a hippopotamus coming our way here.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Jayhawk Glass Company with a hippopotamus this year. Over on Kansas Avenue. Only hippopotamus will do. More Boy Scouts right behind the hippopotamus. Pack 110. I wonder if I could remember the oath. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. I think that's right. Brown's Towing Service next up.
With an old school tow truck.
Yeah, look at
Somehow
that.
I don't believe they get that one out doing too much work anymore. That truck looks way too nice. Now here's one that Santa Claus on a motorcycle.
And right behind that, that is Bill's Service Center. The classic right there. More classics from Bill's Service Center. Now, that's the one thing I don't know. I do not know a car. I couldn't tell you what type of car that was.
That's the one thing you don't know?
I
That's
don't
the
know a
one
lot.
thing I will never ask you about.
What type of car is that? It's a car. That's about as good as I can get.
Got a nice Chevy SS right there.
350. Another SS right behind it. See, that's what I like about these cars. They have logos on the side. That helps. Beautiful classic cars. A Volkswagen right behind that.
Got a truck coming up that is adorned with the red, white, and blue. Martinek and Flynn.
And these are more Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts of America. So did you go out? Have you been out to the Christmas light display?
Oh, at Lake
The
Shawnee?
Wonderland? Yeah.
Not this year, but I have been out there every year previous and always enjoy it.
We'll have to take a bus trip. We'll have to get the big 94 country van and go out together. It's kind of weird. We'll have to get other staffers too. That's how it won't be weird.
L&L Trailer Manufacturing. Pulling a trailer here. He's got a couple Frosty the Snowmen on there. Santa Claus is on there.
This is the Topeka Ski Club.
There's Mrs. Claus sitting as well.
She's watching over, making sure all the skiers are safe and giving them hot cocoa this year.
Serendipity, one of the businesses down in the No-Tow District.
Next up, this is Kansas Web Services, technology experts. Got a computer mascot there. And I hear our next marching band coming. They're a little ways off. And don't forget you turn into the Walker Daniels Morning Show every weekday morning, starting at 6 a.m. on the big 94.5 Country, and the Newsday Now on AM 580 WIBW for all your news headlines, starting at 7 a.m. till 9, and Kansas Live right after that on AM 580 WIBW.
And coming up here next in the Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade, we're set up at 10th and Cavanis, 10th and Kansas Avenue.
That's a Central Congregational Church. Okay, it's not a marching band, they're a rolling drum line with Central Congregational Church. Jam it out. Another big old semi headed down Kansas Avenue. You don't see that very often.
Instead of smokestacks, it's got great big candy canes jutting out of the top.
Right. A big old Mack truck. This coming from Deffenbaugh Trucking Industries. Deffenbaugh.
Oh, they got Snoopy's doghouse there.
These are the Boy Scouts. Actually, a Cub Scout. This is Jerry's bike shop. He's taking a little ride down Kansas Avenue. Great night to do it, too. Now we're going bonkers. The Family Fun Center going bonkers next up here. Kansas Avenue, Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade.
It's a great place to bring your kids if you want them to be worn out and go to bed early on any given night. Because they will get tired there at going bonkers.
So they should eat all the candy from the Christmas parade, then go to going bonkers, spend all that energy, and then they'll be tired for the night. It's a great idea. Oh. Going bonkers with a limo service as well for a prom coming up here this coming season if you need a great limousine. Or for a wedding coming up. Don't forget about our big bridal fair coming up as well.
Actually, they do a lot of birthday parties.
Really?
They'll go to the house and pick up all the kids and bring them to going bonkers and take them back home.
It's a safe way to do it, that's for sure. The American, next up, this is the American Royalty Supreme Pageant. Contestants and Queen. Okay, don't forget to check out all headlines on WIBWNewsNow.com and 94country.com. We got some great contests coming up. And, of course, the Winter Wonderland out of Lake Shawnee. Go check it out.
This is the American Royalty Symphonic Pageant.
Supreme Pageant.
Pageant.
The same folks we saw earlier. Thank you so much to them. There's a classic for you. Not rolling down Kansas Avenue necessarily on its own four wheels, but
That's
still
how I want
rolling.
to see Santa Claus showing up at my house this year. He can leave the sleigh behind, show up in that hot rod, man.
There you go.
I imagine that car might be able to move just about as fast as all of his reindeer in the sleigh.
We got some ladies rolling on down Kansas Avenue as well.
Could this be our roller derby team?
This is the Topeka Roller Derby, the Topeka City Crushers, I believe. The
Oh, yeah.
Capital City Crushers.
That's a great group of gals that do that. What I didn't know is they have a junior roller derby. I always thought it was
really?
all adults, but I guess you got to start recruiting them
young.
at some point. Obviously, lots of people feeling the spirit and the cheer right now.
They are indeed. Cortez Transportation Company next up. With their fleet of vehicles. Again, Cortez Transportation Company. With this big old stretch, look at that. That's a stretch SUV. Take a ride in that one. I wonder if they got a pool in the back of that thing. Probably fit like 20 people back there. Don't forget that the Dr. Pepper Secret Rock is still out there. It is lost again. Make sure you find the Dr. Pepper Secret Rock. Find all the details on 94country.com. And the Festival of Trees 2013, December 5th through the 8th. Go check that out too.
Another group of lucky kids and adults hanging out with Santa Claus this evening.
I believe these are fine folks again with the American Legion. Next up, Heaven on Wheels. That's the organization. Heaven on Wheels. Number 48, the Topeka chapter.
The Christian Motorcyclists Association.
And I guess you don't have to just be in a motorcycle to be a part of it, too. Next up, it's the Ben Schreiner Construction Company.
That is quite a float they've got there.
I would say, that's really cool.
We've got Frosty, we got Santa under the chimney and the house frame and all the lights. Good job.
Don't forget, if you are on Facebook, Twitter, make sure you give us a mention. 94 Country on Facebook and Twitter, and also WIBW News on Facebook and Twitter. Give us a mention now. We'd sure love to hear from you. Season's greetings donning this float. Next up, McElroy Electric Incorporated, the fine folks who take care of our air conditioning and heating units. Definitely need them for our building. They are great. Right after that, our ambulance service here in Shawnee County, AMR, American Medical Response. Anytime you're in need to go to the hospital, if there's an emergency, they're right by our firefighters and police officers helping out. That's AMR. And their phone number is really easy to remember. It's 911.
Here's a float for the Nutcracker.
Part of the Kansas Ballet. The magic of ballet awaits you, as their sign says. Some of their costumes and actors in this year's ballet. Wow, I tell you, you got to check out this costume coming up. This is a pretty big one. I'm wondering, this person's on stilts. Thank you so much. I just got a candy cane handed to me. That was very sweet from the Nutcracker folks. Wow, look at that. How do you walk in that? That's my question.
Now, how about this? These people on the motorcycles and the guy on the unicycle. I don't know that I
That's
would
a talent.
be up to the
That
challenge of
is
doing the whole
a
parade
talent.
route on that.
TCCP, that's the Topeka Cycle Project, I believe, Community Cycle Project.
Here's Auburn engine number 52.
Thank you so much again to the volunteers with Auburn's Fire District number 2. Keeping us safe every day.
Of course, every year out of Lake Shawnee, we have the Great Topeka Duck Race, and we have Ducky coming up next here in the Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade.
Quack, quack. Big old inflatable ducky. Helped us out this year with our Safe Streets Coalition National Night Out campaign. Thank you very much to them for everything they do for our community. I see a big rocket right behind them, with a Grinch right behind it, too. Kind of makes me think of the Anchorman movie. Sky rockets in flight. This is Washburn Tech, with a Grinch being pulled by a rocket. Go Bots. Oh, interesting. Kind of a stomp group right behind that.
Yeah, and they're beating on a vehicle with drumsticks. I'm not sure.
I think they're also with Washburn Tech. Very creative way to show.
Oh, I see, yeah, a little
work.
percussion there.
Yep.
You know, I just saw where Washburn Tech had fixed up some cars
That's
and
right,
gave those
gave
to
away.
some needy people here in
For
the
the
community.
holiday season. The Shawnee Boat and Ski Club right behind them. They're not beating on their boat, though. Coming on down the line, the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library. Did you know you can rent movies there? You don't just get books, you can also rent some movies from the library. So if you need a good family movie tonight or tomorrow, stop on by the Topeka Shawnee County Public Library. Just checking our Twitter feed. We're looking for you to give us a tweet. You can tweet us at WIBW News. We'd sure love to see a tweet from you if you want a shout out here on our Miracle on Kansas Avenue Christmas Parade. Thank you so much to everybody who is tuning in here on 94country.com and WIBWNewsNow.com. If you get a chance, make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Love the sound of the kids'
I
voices.
know. Although she said Happy Halloween, we're a little far behind that, but thank you. This is R&B Plumbing. Next up. And you know, they are some of the busiest people during the holiday season, especially on Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. Because you know, after a big old meal, what happens? Well, you gotta be careful. Make sure you call on your area plumber if you run into that situation.
Really? Did you just go there?
I went there, but it was actually a news story that we had on CBS. Our big we're affiliated of CBS with WIBW News now, and they said the busiest people during the busiest business on Christmas and Thanksgiving is a plumber. Well, if you're a Kansas Ag fan, this is Highland Dairy Foods out of Topeka. Got a big old cow. And you know, I love their chocolate milk. Love their chocolate milk. This is F3 Computers Sales and Services. Speeding on by, that must mean their services are pretty speedy too. You need yourself, this is a Mow Bashers, where the mowing stop and the crashing starts. It must be
Demolition Derby with riding lawnmowers.
You can't go wrong there, can you? Have you ever been a driver in a demolition derby?
Never had the pleasure of doing so. At least not on purpose.
Don't forget to tune into 94country.com. If you can't listen to us on the radio, you can listen to our live stream on 94country.com or on WIBWNewsNow.com. You know, we have a lot of fun events that go on the air on 94 Country. So make sure you give us a listen, because you never know when we're going to do a contest, but you could know if you sign up for our text alerts on WIBWNewsNow.com and 94country.com. Toys for Tots. Next up, a proud organization supported by the Marine Corps. Make sure you help out a child in need this year. Donate for Toys for Tots. They're looking for unused, unwrapped toys. Make sure you drop off at a designated location. And thank you very much to our Marine Corps for the service they provide.
It appears to me they've got a lot of room in the bed of that truck.
They do. That means they need more people to sign up.
We've got pack 143 coming into view for you right now along the Miracle on Kansas Avenue parade route. Bunch of happy kids there.
Getting Jim Daniels and Sean Wheat with you here for the Miracle on Kansas Avenue parade. I'm from WIBW News, a part of AM 580 WIBW, and also Jim with the Walker Daniels Morning Show every morning on 94 Country. And the Grinch has stolen a present. And they're the Who's in the back of that float. They are with the Victory City Church.
Here's a protection leader if any of you want to come see it.
They're presenting the Grinchmas, the Grinch Who Couldn't Steal Christmas, coming up December 21st to the 24th. Wow, this is a big old truck or SUV on some big old tires. Driving sideways. Monster truck. There you go. Thank you,
It
Dave.
looks to me that they must have dual steering where they can steer the rear and the front tires there.
I would say so. Going off-roading. I would want to go off-roading in that Jeep, that's for sure. It's very decked out. You can't miss it. Again, thank you very much to United for helping us out today. Don't forget their flights start very soon. Going out of Forbes Field. Make sure you check out our contest where you can win a trip to Chicago right here on 94country.com or WIBWNewsNow.com by
This
signing
is
up.
the Emerald City Cosmopolitan Club, the club that fights diabetes.
Thank you very much to them for what they do.
Floating on by.
And of course, you can't miss out. It's the big 94.5 Country. Right behind them, broadcasting live, Jeremy, our salesman, driving the 94 Country. And then right behind that, Keith Montgomery driving the AM 580 WIBW van. Thank you very much to Keith for driving our van. And then just behind this is the Topeka Oz chapter. Part of the Harley group. The Harley Owners Group. Now, did you know an interesting Christmas fact? A pig head, that's what's for dinner. Well, a traditional Christmas dinner in England used to be a pig head prepared with mustard sauce. Most English folk are possibly quite delighted this isn't the case anymore. A little odd fact for you during this Miracle on Christmas Avenue parade. This is the St. Nick Journey Church. That's actually the Journey Church with their show, St. Nick, or Pixel St. Nick, excuse me. A souped up car for you. You can smell the exhaust too when they rev up like that. Another classic car club coming up, showing off their beautiful vehicles. Well, forego throwing out your Christmas tree, and you can make it lunch. Not many people know this, but an evergreen is actually edible. Are you going to eat your tree this year?
Mulch it.
That's right. Recycle. Our next float coming up, speeding on down Kansas Avenue. This is the Topeka Lake Ski Club, or Pomona, Lake Ski Club, my apologies, as they are skiing right behind some of the great club members. And Santa Claus rolls down the street yet again.
That always amazed me when I was a little kid, how Santa Claus could be so many different places. And what my mom told me is Santa Claus actually, he lets elves wear his uniform once in a while,
right,
because Santa can't be everywhere at once. Because I used to wonder, we'd be downtown and we'd see Santa Claus, and we'd go to another store and we'd see Santa Claus. How can he be in so many places?
But
it's his elves helping out.
I wish folks could see this right now. Dave, will you switch to this camera? Kind of want to show that this act by the ski club. They are...
Yeah, the Pomona Lake Ski Club is actually doing a standing on each other's shoulders kind of design right now.
You may not be able to see it very well, but a pretty cool little act there as they get down now safely.
And now we have Miss Capital City, who is going to be coming into view for you. Actually, just recently crowned Miss Capital City. Oh, and look at that. She's giving a little girl from the crowd her own little tiara.
That is so sweet.
Oh, she has a few of them there to pass out. Little girls and tiaras.
Miss Capital City, you may not be able to see this, but she has no shoes on, trying to ride comfortably down Kansas Avenue. Thank you, everybody who follows us on Facebook and Twitter. Again, for 94 Country, you just go to Facebook and look for 94 Country, or Twitter. Find 94 Country, can't miss it. And on our news site, if you want news and information, just follow at WIBW News on Twitter, or you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/WIBW News. Your news source for Topeka, Shawnee County, and all the surrounding areas. Go to our website, WIBWNewsNow.com, for all news updates. Don't forget the Festival of Trees 2013 going on December 5th through the 8th. Go check it out. And if you need a lot of Christmas music, that's Miss Kansas Teen USA, by the way, that just passed on by very quickly. But if you need Christmas music all the time, we got that covered for you. Live stream on 94country.com. This is a Tree Care Incorporated. Pass it on by. That's Custom Tree Care Incorporated here in Topeka. I believe these are the individuals that helped out Westar. Now, right behind these guys is Frito-Lay. Maybe they're passing out chips. I could use a bag of chips right now. Of course, Frito-Lay and then the Mars Company out there by them about to open up their plant. And they are passing out potato chips. Go figure. Frito-Lay, thank you. Good fun with Frito-Lay. Now, I'm wondering, maybe they should start decorating Cheetos in multicolored Christmas Cheetos. It's still cheesy. Don't forget Doritos, Lay's, Fritos. You can't go wrong. Look at that. Oh, we have got a special delivery. Thank you very much to Doritos or to Frito-Lay. Oh, we've got Tostitos too. Look at that. Can't go wrong. I got a couple of bags of Doritos and Tostitos.
And here comes Chester Cheeto.
Yay, look at that. I'm going to be eating well, that's for sure. Chester Cheeto on the float. I love their new commercials too. He's a bad mamma jamma, if you ask me. This is Santa's sleigh. Now, if we're getting our photo taken, if you're going to put that up on Twitter, make sure you tag us at 94 Country or at WIBW News. Next up, this is the KC Management and Maintenance Company.
And up next, we have a truck representing your Topeka YMCA.
They're on the move. We're having fun at the YMCA. It's not really Christmassy, but still, you can't go wrong with the YMCA.
Ah, and they've got an old organ on the back.
That's right. That's pretty cool right there.
Here comes our first group of horses in the parade.
With Ron's Roofing. RonTheRoofer.com. Beautiful horses. The Horseshoe Bend Subdivision and is got this beautiful group. And it looks like our final float for the night. Here he comes, the man himself, Santa Claus, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
Part of the Westar Energy Float.
Thank you very much, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, too.
Ho, ho, ho!
And yes, that'll do it as the cleanup crew comes in right behind Santa Claus, cleaning up these streets with the City of Topeka. Thank you very much to the City of Topeka and our Topeka Police Department right behind that. Thank you very much to the men and women who serve not only with the Topeka Police Department, but with the Shawnee County Sheriff's Office, Shawnee County Emergency Management also helping organize the event today, and many more. Thank you for everybody who serves our great community here in Topeka, Shawnee County, and the surrounding communities. Thank you so much. Well, that's going to do it for today's Christmas, or that is the Miracle on Kansas Avenue Christmas Parade. Make sure you sign up for your chance to win those 2 tickets to go to Chicago round trip. Of course, those flights from United going out very soon.
Yeah, before you leave this stream, make sure you sign up for that, and it will be the first week in December. January is when flights will start heading to Chicago from Forbes Field. Save you that drive going to Kansas City and paying for all that parking, because parking will be free out there.
I think it's $5 unlimited parking out there. It may be at first where it's free, but you can basically go anywhere now thanks to United from Topeka. So make sure you go check out their fares. Very, very good fares too. Thank you very much to United for making this possible today. Thank you very much to our friends at Smile here in downtown Topeka for setting us up today. And of course, you can watch this video. If you missed out on some of it, you want to see it again, we'll be putting this full video up on our website, WIBWNewsNow.com and 94country.com. You can watch it again and again and feel the miracle on Christmas Avenue each and every time you do. I'm Sean Wheat with WIBWNewsNow.com.
I'm Jim Daniels from 94.5 Country. Thank you so much for checking in with the Miracle on Kansas Avenue Parade stream with WIBW Radio.